Hi, my name is Amy, and welcome to my channel, I guess. I thought I would embarrass myself here and have some fun, and embarrass myself by reading an old story that I wrote when I was a teenager. It's a vampire story, so, if you like Twilight, it's nothing like Twilight, it's really crappy. Well, I don't know if you like Twilight or not, I didn't. Shh, don't tell anybody, I didn't like it. Anyways, it's very, very bad, so just be warned. So we'll have some fun here, right? Okay. It's called Amelie. Let's see here, by me. Part 1. The room was dark save for the faltering illumination of the small candle burning in a dusty corner. The floors were stone, and small mossy plants had crept up through the cracks and taken over during the lengthy passage of time. The walls, inlaid with thick cryptic writing, housed the pallid shells of the dead, resting within alcoves. Each grave marked with a silver plaque cemented into the wall, bearing the name, age, birth, and death of the tomb's possessor. Emily ran her fingers across the smooth surface of the wall, marveling at how clean it had been kept throughout the ages, and at the warmth, at her subtle touch. A chill ran down her spine. Ooh. And those are my dogs running in the house, the door's right behind me. But I'm leaving them outside because they bark too much. Because they think if anybody's in the living room, it's time to play. And I'm not playing right now, so I'm gonna let them stay out there until I'm done, which is not too bad. They're dogs and they can handle it. Okay. Emily ran her fingers across the smooth surface of the wall, marveling at how clean it had been kept throughout the ages, and at the warmth of her subtle touch. A chill ran down her spine, a feeling of complete ecstasy which was as alien to her lately as was a dread orb which rose each morning, so the sun. When she withdrew her hand, she was faintly surprised to find her fingertips a tingle with sensations she had not been aware she could still experience. She felt something suddenly, an instinct maybe, crawl across her bare feet. And up her right leg. Her instincts crawled up her leg. Has anybody's instincts ever crawled on their skin? Well, I know you could have a gut feeling, but I've never had my instincts crawl on me. I know that's kind of weird. Okay. She brushed at it with her hands, at her instinct. She brushed at her instincts with her hands, and felt the sticky dryness of a spider's abandoned web. So now her instinct's a spider's web. Okay. She absently ran her hands across the wrinkles in her silver nightgown, and noticed vaguely how the black lace trim was becoming torn from wear. She shrugged, and mentally decided it was time for new clothing. Time for new clothing. Although she had other things now to think of than what to wear. She leaned down to swipe at the cobweb, and her hand brushed against something soft and wispy. She pulled up a scrap of clothing, a piece of red silk. Its long length fluttered down her hand as she raised it to her nose, and it held the scent of the dead. Ew, the scent of the dead, gross. Musty and cold, and strangely soothing to her overabundant senses. Sorry guys, I've got a cold, so I'm kind of nasally right now. If you could hear my nasally voice, that's the reason why. Let's see here. Where was I at? Okay. She also caught the scent of fear and loathing and terrible, terrible hunger. So the scrap of cloth was hungry and afraid? What? Okay. I told you this was weird. I mean, bad. I don't know. It was subtle, as a feel of a long-lost love for something or someone burning within one's soul, forgotten, yet still there. Are you as lost as I am about this? I am very lost. A feeling of dread loomed up into her heart as a vision came to her with the sense. A place, maybe a house of some kind, she was not certain. She did know where that location was, however, because she has Google Maps. No, this was actually written right before Google Maps, before GPS. This was written in the 80s. Can you believe it? Yeah. Crazy, huh? It was also typed on a typewriter. Let's see. Can you see? Wait, let me see. Hold it to the camera so you guys can see the type. Ooh, it's all typed up. Yeah, I typed it out on a typewriter. I had no life as a kid. Not that I have much of a life now, but, you know, less of one then. And I might have to... Might have to finish this later because my sister's on her way over, but, you know, I could try to finish a little bit of it, I guess. Place around house. I lose my place when I talk. So that's where you are, she breathed deeply of the scent, the essence of the bearer of the silk, which was woven to the fabric deeper than anything could ever be, and tucked it into the pocket of her black, slightly faded leather jacket. She wrapped the silk about her fingers inside the pocket, feeling the smoothness of it as the back of her hand brushed against her deck of tarot cards, which she carried at all times. Her voice, as she spoke, was barely above the timbre of a whisper. So she was like, so that's where you are. I don't know. Something like that. A soft breeze in the evening, yet filled with... Barely above the timbre of a whisper, a soft breeze in the evening, yet filled with hatred so clear and dense as to be untouchable. So she was like, so that's where you are. I can't do a voice lower than a whisper. That'd be like nothing. That'd be like... Okay. Hatred so clear and dense as to I shall track you, my dear old beloved friend. I shall follow you. I shall follow your blood trail until I find you, and then I shall destroy you as you destroyed me. What the fuck? What the heck? Sorry to be a cuss. So, she's gonna track her friend from her. What is her friend bleeding over the? The person she's tracking is already bleeding, and she's gonna follow the blood, or does she just smell people's blood inside them in their veins? I don't know. I'm asking questions of my own story, but it's been over 20 years since I read this, so I have no idea. It's as new to me now as it is to you guys. Let's continue. I'm so cringing inside. You can't see it, but I'm just hard cringing right now. She shivered momentarily at the thought of meeting him once again. Oh, it's him that she's looking for, okay. Did I just assume his gender? No, yeah, because it's my story. I can do whatever I want with it. Okay, let's continue. She shivered momentarily at meeting him once again, and trembled within herself. What? She was already trembling. Why did I rewrite that? Oh, and the trembling within herself was not due to the fear that she might fail in her mission, but at the memory of what those passionate green eyes engulfed with an abysmal hunger and frigid mouth had done to her senses in a time gone by. So the guy has green eyes, but the eyes are abysmally hungry, and he has a really cold mouth. So he's very and I don't know. I've never heard of hunger being described as abysmal. Well, apparently I did, because I had a thesaurus at my command at the time. My favorite book of the entire house was my mom's thesaurus, which I used to great abandon. Way too much. Would she be strong enough now to withstand the temptation and to carry out what she knows in her heart of hearts she must do? And the heart of hearts thing was I was a big B.C. Andrews fan, and she always wrote, "Oh, in my heart of hearts, I knew he was my love, he was my soul's love," or whatever. She always wrote the heart of in my heart of hearts, or in my deep heart of hearts. She always wrote that in her books, so that's where I got that from. Okay. It was a question Emily neither wished to dwell upon nor answer at the moment. Okay. Best to leave such bridges uncrossed, lest they burn down around one's ears before the time has come to set foot to them. Oh, so now she's a poet now. Very prosy. She exited the tomb, her resting place, for as many days as she had fingers and toes. So 20 days? So she lives in a tomb, and she's been living there for 20 days. Alright, well I think I'm going to stop right now, because my sister's on her way over, and my dogs are barking, and my nose is running, So I don't know if this is a good video or not, but hey, I made it to 10 minutes. I don't know if that means something, I'm not sure. I watch a lot of YouTube, so I know some things. So anyway, I hope people like this. I got dressed up for it. So I will continue the story on another time, maybe next week. Okay, bye. Thank you, like and subscribe.